High up in the Himalayas is the land of the thunder dragon. The tiny mountain kingdom of Bhutan, one of the most pristine places, the last Shangrila, is now transforming into Plateau of Happiness, a mythical place where a king gives up absolute power to bring democracy to his people. Even in this quintessentially isolated Himalayan kingdom, a debate about globalization is gathering intensity after the introduction of internet and the cable television. The Bhutanese may be treading slowly, trying to preserve their culture, but the contest between internet and cable television versus Buddhism has become ever more explicit. For most of the 20th century, there were no cars, no post offices, no telephones to communicate with the outside world. The kings aimed at preserving the cultural traditions based in the Tantric Mahayana Buddhism that defines the character of the nation. These Buddhist principles form the very basis of benign paternalism that King Jigme Singye Wangchuk proclaimed in his concept of gross national happiness, considered more important than gross national product.
Gross national happiness. And this is something that has come from the throne, from the fourth king of Bhutan. And now today, this is one of the pillars.
Dulu, television, the internet, Darile, Kotsuknani degi, Shungda Miselu, Pen Bombera, Tosubigi Riwayu, Tengayana Misamisem Gai, the Taringinale, Tendegi, Tashtele.
However, as the king embraces modern media and technology for his people to promote general good and well-being, what is needed is to ask how the dramatic changes propelling the country into the 21st century will affect the prospects for happiness and how the country weathers the penetration of information and entertainment highways. The Druknet was inaugurated in 1999 in a ceremony attended by chanting monks and Queen Ashi Dorji Wangmo Wangchuk.
Internet will have wide application in organizations and our personal lives.
For Bhutanese youth, internet is the window to the outside world. It has led to a catalytic effect in the city of Thimphu.
Most of it because of globalization, the Western TV, and we have that. So we are much interested in the Western culture, and like we adapt most of the Western culture very quickly and fastly.
But the stock of fast and quick modernization, if generalized, could dramatically change the cultural landscape of the country. To curb the harmful impact, the government has already blocked undesirable sites incompatible with the Bhutanese culture, at the same time relying upon the wisdom of the people to make valuable use of the internet.
Now, I think Bhutanese are fairly educated, and they know their responsibilities, and then they understand, and they've gone themselves and they expose themselves outside the world.
Introduction of television is already testing the Bhutanese patience.
Television will become a very important force for national integration, for the promotion of Bhutanese culture, including music and literary activities.
Some, however, remain dubious on the impact it will have on the Bhutanese culture.
Impact of the very aggressive advertising which is on television, and I think that's why it was because it's all going to be new to Bhutan. It's all going to be very attractive, very glittering, very bright. I think it's going to be a problem.
Bhutan has its own public channel that relies on viewer loyalty.
We are at a stage where we have loyalty from our viewers. They are very loyal to us. Our transmission starts from 7 to 11, and if you went to a Bhutanese house, you would be watching BBS television.
There are a host of other Indian TV channels which air popular soap operas and news from across the world every day.
Some news for us, for world also, and Bhutanese also, and I like to watch.
The young understand the difficulties involved in striking the right balance between indigenous culture and the contradicting modern value systems
Much information, communications, and knowledge, educations, everything in there. On the other side, there is the negative impacts, like we guys like forget our culture.
Many hundred years has been in that tradition, but I don't say that we have to continue this tradition. They're exactly the same.
Bhutan has its own policy of ensuring the continuation of country's culture and tradition. At the same time, it has understood that it cannot stop the modernizing influence unleashed by the television and the internet.